Coming to you as a Rasta woman this morning. See me? Welcome, sis. Or brother, whoever you are. Welcome. On my side, it's cold. Yeah. Coming to you as a Rasta woman this morning. Welcome. 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 Thank you for tuning in. It is brutally cold over on my side and where I am. It's cold. Sorry for this. Welcome this morning. Welcome this afternoon. Welcome. I know you weren't looking for me in this position, but then I have set this live to come today when I have other things well planned. So I will have to do this live and then I go into the kitchen. Okay. So 1:32 I will be in the kitchen because I put on my plate more than I can throw. Welcome. Please give me some likes while you're here. While you're here, just give me some likes. It's Christmas. Collecting Christmas likes. Yeah. Carly. Mmm. Mmm. Give a change on you this today. Hi, how are you doing? How are you, my girl? Okay, I haven't seen you in a little while. I was wondering what happened to you. I surmise school have you down. Okay. Well, you know you have to put that one first. That is priorities. Your school is. Please touch the thumbs up button. Thank you. School is priority, my girl. I'm glad to know that you're okay. I was just calling your name the other night, so I haven't seen you in a while. But then I just think more or less this is time to be getting old. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're okay. Where are you, Hard? Is it cold? Is it cold where you are? Okay. You're in America. I am in America too. And some places getting snow. Right now it is windy in Queens, Jamaica. In Queens, America. It is New York, of course, but I'm in Queens. I call it cold. You call it chilly? I call it cold. I had on two tops and I had to put this extra warmer on. But anyhow, we have much more to get. Going much more in it. Okay. So your school is over already? Okay. Silver City. Okay. Okay then. Let me start your schoolwork for the live here. And this is where you reach that you gotta work hard now, my girl. You know the work have just kicked in. Silver City? Where's Silver City? You're in Manhattan. Well, this is the city. Manhattan Way is a state, so yeah. This is a time when you have to work, put in more work in it, you know. Had to work a little harder because you gotta push to reach where you want to go. You don't want to be left behind in nothing. Okay, okay. Yeah, you don't want to be left behind in nothing. You got bullied. It's a school. Okay, let me not ask you that. I was gonna ask you if it's a school that carries 3/4 white. When you get bullied in school, when you get bullied in school, if you play a little soft, they will always want to bully you. But you always have to stand up. You understand? You can't just, that not saying you're going to, yeah. So that not say you're going to really push anything on anybody. But you can't let them push you over. You gotta stand up and speak for yourself and speak strongly. You know? Yeah, you gotta speak for yourself and speak strongly. Because if you don't do that, they will always think you are this soft little spongy thing to push and shove and pull. You know? You stand up strongly. You're not here to be bullied. That's why you gotta stand up. You understand? You are a human. Yeah. So you have to have a strong speech for yourself. Yeah. I know it's hard. It is hard, but you can't roll over. If you roll over, and you have to know, I'm from Jamaica. I am from Jamaica. You're not going to get in anybody's way, but you need to let people know that, yeah, I am a human as you are a human. I'm no less than you, and you're no less than me. So you have to let them know as it is. No, not with shoes and broom and what? Belt. Belt I can see, yeah, but not with shoes and boots and stone and, these things. No, no. See, the thing about it, um, the country is diverse. Do you understand? Yeah, he swept to the broom. But you have to look, most of these things, you have to look from where it is coming from. It doesn't just rose up. Yes. Hi, how are you? I am good, thank you. Thank you for the look. Yes, when we are looking on these things, we cannot just look at them that they start here. They had a root, they're coming from somewhere. And sometimes people opt out of frustration. It's not like now that persons will sit and have a talk, you know? Oh dear. Yeah, I understand that. As a person were so frustrated, um, and they don't know how, or they did not practice how to say, okay, this person have an understanding, so let's talk to the person. Bruce salute the Liberty Band. Okay. Okay, Liberty, yeah. Liberty Bam Bam Bam. My mom, nah. Yeah, you have to strike the balance and know that children is children, right? The Statue of Liberty in my, oh, you know, so that, and also that a change in the Rasta thing by you, man. Oh, I grow the locks over there, you know. You want to tell me, say, the movements fit me? Oh, so the movements fit me. Okay. My parents were strict. And I appreciate the way they were strict too. Because it helps to keep you into not here, there, and everywhere. Everyone, anyone, which one, you know? It grooms you to hold a position in life. Well, depending on what you are saying. But some of the disciplines, it helps to groom you to hold a position in life. You understand? Because if you had just grown like wild whist, then you would got yourself in everything and anything. You would have got yourself in trouble. How they discipline you, um, um, you're awarded when you do good. Yes, they speak about the good that you have done. Let's say you go to school, and most time children give more problem at school than they even do. Some children is well behaved at home, but when they went on the street, it's a different thing. And so persons are always knowing you out there. For me, persons are always knowing me. They know my parent. Oh, this little girl is for so and so parent, you know? And then you would have to pull up in your socks because guess what? If you're misbehaving out there, before you get home, the news reaches. And they will call you up about that. But what did you do to get whipped? Because if you miss your instruction, sometimes parents is talking more than once, more than twice. They warn you, do not, do not. They want to know where you are. They don't want to know that you left the house and you find yourself some places that you do not belong. You talk back? Well, that will anger your mother. That will anger your mom because you're going to talk back, and the way you are going to talk back, your body language is going to tell her, uh-uh, you are out of place. Whoopsie. Good. So it's depend. It's not that you can talk back. If she asks, where were you are going to explain to say, what parent is afraid of is that their children end up in trouble, that they don't hear their parents, but they have to listen to the policeman. I do not talk back in disrespectful way. If I speak back, if I am being spoken to, being disciplined, I shut my mouth. I listen to what they say. And I use the opportunity for a next time to get back to them and said it wasn't so. This was the reason why. This is what happened. But if they are going to say A and I am going to say B and they are going to say C, it's like you are having an adult match. That doesn't sound like you're having a talk with children. Because if your mom gets mad with you, all you have to say, Mom, let me explain to you what happened. Maybe you were with a bunch of children going into Walmart, going into all the different places that you are not asked to be. You understand? So it's for different reasons. Just to sit here and to say, well, your parent is wrong, they shouldn't have done this. No, I couldn't do it that way, you know? But if you're going to talk back, the talk you should be talking is to say, please allow me to explain this to you. You understand? When you are in the wrong, you took the lower seat. And children, parent is not all the time wrong. Parents are always looking out for the best interest of their children. Okay? If you listen to the news, for instance, this guy, and it's a schoolboy, and of all the places he could find to do roller skating, is on top of the train. Peradventure, he has been spoken to him about it already. And he did not take caution. It is saying, when a person don't hear, they will feel, and they paid the consequences. He fell from the train because he's on the train top. And you know, when there's places where person will identify that somebody is on the top of the train. And he hit. And the next thing you know, he fell off the train onto the truck. And where is he today? So parent is not always wrong. Sometimes, sometimes the way how the disciplinary action has been taken, it could go a next way. You understand? But I wouldn't sit here and say your mom is wrong and your mom shouldn't have done this and shouldn't have done that. I wouldn't do that. No, because as a child growing up, we give trouble. We do give trouble. There's no little saint child around the place. Let me say that. Sometimes we are so best behaving at home. And when you went on the street and when they get the news and said, you know that so and so, parents tend to disbelieve. Because no, Jane were so, not Jane. You saw Jane at Queens Mall? No. Yes, Jane was very much there. But because you're so good behaving child at home, parents would not even listen. But you know what always happened? You know what always happened? Something always happened to those children who fail to listen. If you are in school and if you have a Bible at your home, Go to the book of Proverbs. And if you can read the entire book of Proverbs, do it. Each day you read a chapter, just do it. And you will see what it is said about a child being grown up. So parent doesn't mean their children bad. No, they don't. Parent would mind they would have a saint child. So saint. But it's not possible. Well, if you believe in Jesus, believe in God, believe in the whole creation of universe, right? It said, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And if you go to the book of Proverbs, you will always saw what it says. My son, forget not thy law. This is a father who is encouraging and teaching. And it doesn't mean only son, it does mean girls as well. It go and it said, do not forget, like I said, do not forget the law of your mother or the teaching of your mother. So if you go into the book of Proverbs, you know, so what you do, because if your mother just get up and spanking you with a belt, with everything, with just about everything, that means you are giving her trouble. You are not listening. Beating is not really the result of certain things, but parents do get frustrated. It took guts. It took strength. It took patience to deal with children. And if they think it don't take that, also you don't cry, that means she's not really slapping you. If you're slapping you, you'd cry. If you want to know, take the parent, the teacher in the classroom that do not have so many children at her house to deal with on her own. And she have to be dealing with other people's children, different character, different everything about them. Just look at that. Maybe at her house she just have one child or two child. And sometimes that two children sending her up the wall. Never mind she have maybe 10, 12 children sitting before her. But as a mother, as a woman, I wouldn't sit here and say, oh, your mother is wrong. What you are to do is to make your mother be your best friend. Yes. Your mother and you should be good friend, best friend. That when there's a problem, you can go to your mother and complain to your mother, and she will listen. Ask her, please, to listen to me. And you put your peace in a respectable manner, not in a rude behavior. And that is what some of the things, some children adapt the behavior from other children because other children can speak to their parent any and anyhow, do any and anything. And then they said, okay, you're in the land of America and you can't do this to your child. And they build prison. So if you don't obey your parent, you are going to walk very fast and listen to the government. Because they are not going to go into the this and the that. They make sure they build place to house you. So the best thing is to do is to obey. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And I implore any child, be obedient. And if you are 12 and this is a time when you are going to be going into a rebellious mood, you are going to behave as if you saw the other person. And every home trained their children differently. Every parent trained their children differently. So you can't go out there and look at the behavior of your peers and think it is okay, it is, well, good to do so. No, because I train my children different from how my neighbors train their children. What is ready? The K is ready, right? So, children, there is no little saintish children, my dear. And at your age, you shouldn't be having a back chat with your mom. Yeah, you need to have reasonable reasoning with your mother. And she listened to you, and you listen to her. And she will say, well, okay, this is not right. This is the reason why this is not right. Children, parents are not in love with their children. They love their children. When you are in love with your children, it means you give them to do any and everything. You have no talk. Your authority has been taken away, and it can't be happening. Because guess what? At 12 you will be 24. 12 more years are going to go on you. What is going to happen before you reach 24? You have to be well disciplined. You have work, you have college, you have different things to go in. Plus, you have to deal with people. Your mother disciplined you with a chair. If your mom did that, you would have called the police. There's no two-way. You're living in the land of America. You would have picked up your phone and you would have called the police that your mother used a chair and hit you. And if a chair hit you, you would be in the hospital. Children are picking up their phone and calling police for better reasons than that. Because there's the privilege to call 119 or 991, whatever it goes, and not knowing that your parent is who parenting you. Okay, my sweet? So take it from me. Be respectful to your mother. It is your mother. And the only mother you will have. My dad, it's me in the head with his fist. Right? The only mother you will ever have. A stepmother is not a mother. It's not your mother. And if you lost your mother, there's nothing you can do to achieve or retrieve a next mother. So be respectful to your mother. Oh, so what happened? You have subscribed because you want me to answer you. Oh, I don't run Dahlia House over here, thank you very much. So guess what? If I don't answer you or I answer you want to unsubscribe, please do go right ahead and do it. We are not at a bargaining table here. You give me and I give you. Your father hit you into your head with his fist. You need to go back to your father and let your father know you hit me in my head with a fist. And why did you do that? If you don't get any good answer, keep it going. Go somewhere else with it. But don't come here and tell me that if I don't answer you, you are going to unsubscribe. Please do it now and keep it going. Thank you very much. I'm not running a bargaining over here. Okay? Good. And I guess this is the same way you handle your parent. But remember, your parent is your parent. And your parent have the due right to oversee you at any given time. Because if the government get you, they are going to be throwing you with a bunch of other children who do worse. How about that? It's not what I do or what I don't do. What I do or what I don't do is any justification. You are dealing with your parent. You had to deal with your parent. Your parent is your parent. I was a parent for my children. So what I do to my children is no justification for you. As I said before, each one grow their children. I am more than 39 minutes on this same call, so I am going to skip, and keep it moving, okay? Just go read the book of Proverbs, and if you have disrespectful to your mother, you need to get back to your mom and apologize to her and get on the right footing and live with your mother as a daughter to their mother. And you have something to say, you say it in a respectful way. I am sure your mother will listen to you. But if you're going to be disrespectful to her, then it's a whole different turn. Okay? You're babysitting for your cousin. Okay, fine, good. Right? But how I grew my children cannot be put into what you are saying to me about your mother. And as I say to you here, I will never sit here and say your mother shouldn't, couldn't, wait. No. Because no saintish children is not around. We can't find those children. Everyone. If it is one in the house, they give trouble. If it's two, they give trouble. They throw tantrum. They do all kind of things. So I will never stay here. What I can say to you, go make it peaceful with your mother and live like a mom and a daughter. Love your mother. I can't answer these questions here because you are the one that is talking. Your mother is not here talking. How do I know you're speaking the truth? And even if you do, you are going to school, go to the guidance. If you think you can't get justice at home, or your mother is not listening to you, and your father is not listening to you, then you have to take the complaint somewhere else. Okay? But I think your parent will listen to you. You're a child and you have to act as an intelligent child to your mother. So the bottom question that you asked me had nothing to do. Okay, have a good one. Just be nice with your mother. Love your mother and treat her well. There is never and it's not going to be at any time you get a next mother. You can only have one mother and one father who went through the process of having you. Okay? Thank you very much. And be go home and be nice to your mother. Bye. Anyhow, this was a conversation with this little young lady. Says she's 12 years old and she's typing so much things under that. I don't know if these things are happening to her or she's making up a conversation. I don't know. But I wouldn't be out of myself to be telling her to be rude to her mother. Mother shouldn't do this. I don't know. I'm not living where they are. I don't know. Okay, and a child must remember they have a right just as how the parents' right. Not a right to, um, they don't have that right to do things to parents and then thinking that it is okay. All right? And children must realize that you don't do things and think it is okay. You stayed out and your mom speak to you and you being disrespectful to your mother. According to you, you are talking back to your mother. Who are you to be doing that? If you're talking to your mother, it must be in a respectful way. But your mother can't say something to you and then you are on a back and forth thing. That meaning you are an adult reasoning with an adult. And to me, every parent wants to see the best of their children. They don't want their children going into trouble. They don't want to stay where they are and get a call calling from the police station about so they don't want that. They will never want that to happen. So, yes. Just go make it right with your mama. All right? And your mama is your mama. Can't change that. If it's an adopted mother, it's an adopted mother. And if it's your birthright mother, it's your birthright mother. Right? So have a nice sit down. When everything is calm and good, you go to your mommy and sit and say, put out your issue, put out your hurt, and let you know that, okay, you have done so, and I was hurt about it, and things like that. So go speak with your mommy and get things in a disciplined, a nice, loving way. Because your mother loves you. And that is what parents do. They love their children. Okay? And it can't get any better than that. Than you are being loved. Okay. The things that hurts seniors the most. Today, for some persons that would be on here, we have not seen each other in a while. The things that hurt seniors the most. Seniors in their seniority years sometimes has been like, you don't have a right to be here. You and they find many things to say and to do. All you are stripped of almost everything. You are stripped of having a conversation. Your opinion doesn't matter anymore. Nothing about going through is matter anymore. And this is one of the things that seniors complain of. They have to be asking, what happened here? They don't have a conversation, especially family, especially children. And let me rephrase that, some children. Some children wouldn't, they don't want to. They feel like you are just a pushed over, and we can step over you, step on you, step around you, and do everything to you, and it should not be, it shouldn't matter. No, not so. Not so. You have a right. You have your rights. You should not be stripped from your independence. And this is what hurt seniors most. When they are stripped of their independence. If they have an issue, if they have a diagnosis that they are unable to do something that is quite okay, but they are seniors that have all their faculties in place. Maybe not as fast as you, but their faculties are in place. And it's like, oh, I will do this. I will do that. I can do this. It's not your, no, it's your right. It is. And children and seniors do not like to be dependent. They will scream out if there is something that they needed help to do. Persons treated some seniors as if they don't hear, they don't see, they don't feel, they treated them in a sort of a way that makes them feel unbalanced. It's as if they are not belonging into society. See what I mean? They have to exercise their muscles in whatever little way that they can. So they are at home and they won't tip over the sink to wash their little things or put the plates or into the washer. They won't be tripping over. You notice that. And they want to put the plate in there. For heaven's sake, let them do it. Give them a sense of independence. But they brought them into a way of dependency. They are depending on you or on somebody to do everything. That is not right, and they don't like it. They simply do not like that treatment. Good. Most of the time, they try to avoid conflict. And not most of the time, all the time. Because this one speaking so loudly, this one and this one. So they just, and sometimes close their eyes and rest back their head, pretending they're not seeing you, they're not hearing you. And when it's all still okay, let him go on. You have friends. They should not be isolated from their friends. They should not be isolated from their friends. Allow them to go out. They dislike being hooped up. They dislike, as I said, their independence is taken away from them. You are giving them rice, and they said, I don't want any rice today. And that is what you prepare. When they have their independence, they do for what they want to do. You haven't given them any sense of power. And when you don't do that and stripped them, then what happens? It drives them into sickness more, and more. We have to appreciate our elderly, our seniors. And sometimes they have the thing to say, the old man, the old man. We need more respect than that. Put more respect on it. Okay? Put more respect on it. The things they eat most as if they are treated like they are child or children. You speak down to them. You don't speak to them. You're speaking to them as if they don't have no sense of humor. You're speaking to them. No, they honestly don't like that. They don't like that. And because they don't like that, they're withdrawn. They went in their shell and they closed their shell as a clam. They rather not going anywhere with you because very importantly, the way how you treat them. There are a lot of things that seniors, let them have their walk. If they love coffee, unless doctor said not drink any more coffee, then that's okay. But if they want their coffee, give them coffee. The next thing again, sometimes most of these people, they have their husbands. Sometimes husband pass and they want to have them sex. So you tell them, say, all what? All people have, excuse me. They're born with the nature. And God has not taken it from them because they are old. And a lot of people is looking at it, oh, you're old, so and so. We have no part in that part. So they don't love the dictatorship. Get up here, so sit down there, so move here, so come here, so go around this, so there. They don't love the dictatorship. The things that hungry them. Those are the things that hungry the seniors. So, yeah, I said isolation is, yeah. Isolation is a thief. It's a big robber, big scammer, because it robs you of your joy. And the very way you feel to be alive. Isolation is such thief. It thieves your joy from you. It robs you of your joy. So do not isolate. Do not isolate as if they are not. They are, and they will be until the time of time is here. Okay? Experience teaches wisdom, And when you are inexperienced, you need somebody with some wisdom to let you know what the time of day is it. Treat the seniors with more respect. Do not disrespect them. Do not isolate them. Do not drive them into, you know, when you do that, you have them to neglect their self. Let them feel worst of their self. Make them feel like, oh my God, you know, you neglect them at their physical health, living in the past. And when you do that, they avoid social relationship. Social relationship. You understand? So treat the seniors well. You too will be coming to be a senior one of the day. It's not that you are going to stay in your 20s and 30s all the time. You are going to step away from that. And before you know it, you are down at the gate of a senior. And if you don't treat them right, others won't treat you right either. Give them their sense of independence, their freedom, their joy. So I'm gonna end this part of the live. I'm coming back in the kitchen. Um, Avoiding sexual relationship, as I see before. It's their own. It belongs to them. They should have enjoyed it as much as they want to. They want it, give it to them, let them have it. It's not doing anything to them worse than what has already happened. So give the seniors their independence, give them their rights, pull back their joy to them. Let them again can smile and smile with a real good smile. Right? So this is my little talk for this time. Um, I get caught up with so many things. So we are going to be in the kitchen little from now. So you will miss me here. Catch me in the kitchen about 2 o'clock. To 1:32. Yeah. We are up on the hours. This is 1:13 right now. So catch me at 2 o'clock. I'll be having a very short live in there as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And thank you. I'll be posting my little skit that I have today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes right there. Thank you. Bye. Have a good one. Ladies, if I don't search, I go unsubscribe. Not the thing. I didn't know we were making a bargain here. We were swapping something.